And hello folks, this is David, and today I'm bringing you my review of the brand new Aeroplane Heaven Electra 10A. The airplane just released today, I believe, and so far in my experience it's been a absolutely spectacular airplane, especially considering the price. Introductory, it's only like $18 US on Just Flight's website, so well worth it. For the review, today I'm using Orbx's Pago scenery. I'm actually at one of the other airports that are included with the scenery, Z08, and it's one of 7 airports that come in the scenery. I have to say that besides this airplane, the scenery is one of the best deals available in Flight Sim right now. You get 7 airports for the price of 1. The package goes for 32 AU, which is like 20 something American dollars, and it includes 7 airports, new terrain mesh for all the islands in American Samoa, and this amazing Orbx detail. Alright, back to the airplane. The exterior texturing and modeling is absolutely wonderful, and just an example of that is you can actually read the information off the data plate on the engine. See the spark plug wires. They've done a really good job in making the aluminum really believable looking. The bump mapping looks great, and one thing I've noticed in this bump mapping with this airplane is there's not a whole lot of Z fighting and on the rivets on the wings and stuff. That's really common, and that looks, the rivets just look great, looks 100% believable. They have wear in the right places, and I really like the props, that nice polished metal look on the props. On the inside, the trend continues. Really great texture work. I'd put it at a pretty much a Coronado level, which is a really good compliment, because I think Coronado is probably one of the best, if not the best, at textures in FS right now. Anyway, as you can see, with each different livery on the outside, you get a different color for the interior, so it's kind of a nice switch up. Yeah, but back to the textures, I just can't get over the detail on these textures. You can actually read the lettering and numbers on the bolts. That's just really impressive to me. They've went into all this detail. I guess I'll go ahead and get what I don't like about the airplane out of the way. I don't like that you can't get rid of the yoke. There's no click spot for it, so you have to pull the yoke, turn the yoke to get to what is mainly circuit breakers back here, but it also blocks your ADI, your VSI, and part of your airspeed indicator and altimeter, so it does get in the way. There is no virtual cabin. It's got this little thing here, but that's not actually a picture. It's actually kind of interesting how they did it. It's a little 3D cabin back there, but it doesn't really look that great. Good idea to save FPS and BAS, but it's a pretty small airplane, so I think a cabin would have been okay. I think that they have the propeller levers backwards, because this is full forward on my props, and this is all the way back, and it even says low RPM at the bottom, so I'm guessing they have these backwards. The mixture controls, they're backwards also. This would be considered to be full rich, and this would be considered to be lean. And I'm going to start up, so we'll go ahead and put those to full rich. Another thing I've noticed when you turn the master switch on, you'll see it, is that it's really hard to read the frequency your comm radios are on due to that like reflection texture, whatever that is. It's really hard to read. The nav radios and everything are fine, but that one's really hard to read. That kind of about sums it up with everything I don't like about the VC, besides one issue I'll show you here in a minute. Another cool feature is You can pull up your kneeboards and your checklist and everything by clicking that switch there. You can pull up your flight map with that switch, and then you can pull up your ATC with that switch. Just the little things that they did. Alright, go ahead and start it up. It has like a quick start button, and I'm not sure what these do. But anyway, I'm just going to Control E it for now. That's good. It has a good bit of smoke on startup, just like you'd expect from a radio. Number 2 didn't want to start up there. There we go, she's up and running now. Alright, and the startup sounds are really good as well. Alright, go ahead and drop a little flap. Go ahead and taxi out. Not too far, and take off. The ground handling of the airplane is really good. It's easy to over control, and you can actually ground loop this airplane. I know this because I did it earlier. First took the airplane up, I actually ground looped it. So the ground handling is really good. Rotate speeds about 80. This is pretty common for all these old airplanes. It's rotated about 80. Actually, I remember my grandfather started flying in the 20s, reporting once that you take off at 80, cruise at 80, and land at 80. But pretty much, and that's just how it was with all the airplanes that era. But anyway, the issue I was talking about is this prop texture here. Over there it doesn't look so bad, but I've never been in an airplane where you actually see the props moving like that. I don't think that's endemic to the Electra. Another thing I did notice that these look kind of wonky. You know, one's up, one's down. That may just be how it is in the Electra. I'm not really sure. I've never flown one. I've seen one at an air show, but other than that, I've never actually been inside one. And my manifold pressure's back. On the outside, in the air, you can really kind of see the texture work even better. The exhaust manifolds move, and you got a kind of a nice subtle reflection on the aluminum there. Looks really great, and this airplane actually looks really great in this scenery, I think. I think the issue in the VC comes from them attempting to do a 3D prop. You can see it there. You can see the effect, it just doesn't look that great, and the props are kind of really overdone out here as well. But I mean, honestly, I really cannot get over how good the modeling and the 3D modeling and the textures are on this airplane for the price. It's just very, very impressive. I mean, if they could fix a couple of issues and add a VC cabin, I think this would be probably the best deal available in FS. Well, maybe besides this scenery, because it's absolutely spectacular. You can slip this airplane. It doesn't slip that great. Like I said, getting slowed down in this airplane is actually really hard. I actually had to go missed approach a couple of times to get slowed down when I first started flying it. Once you get the gear and the flaps down, it's not so bad, but before that, it's complete pain to get slowed down. Like, I have full rudder over right now. He was 140 for the gear. I'm way too high to make it this way, so I'm gonna just make this a kind of a 360 and then come back in. That pretty much sums it up. I will show you guys the night lighting. It's okay, not great, but the lighting in these early airplanes was nothing spectacular anyway, so it is probably very realistic. And just because I know somebody will ask, I am using prepared 3D 2.5 for this review. Besides the issue with getting slowed down easily, the flight dynamics in this airplane are really believable, and the slowing down problem may just be a problem with the actual Electra. So. And if you're wondering, no, I did not bother to read the manual for the airplane. With my reviews, I tend to just kind of try to fly the airplane by the seat of my pants. Switch over to night mode here. And there's the cockpit lighting. It does have individual controls. This one doesn't seem. Oh, it's cabin light. That's one. This says cockpit lights. The avionics lights. I'm trying to see if that actually does anything. Let's see. No, it does not appear to do anything. Actually, it does. It does turn these on brighter. But there is actually no click spot for that over there. Alright, well, I'll show you the exterior lighting real quick before I go. Exterior lighting wise, the airplane looks really nice. There is no like effect shining down on the ground for any of these lights, but I would not expect that for the price of this airplane. But the lighting looks really nice and believable and not overdone. Alright folks, well that about sums it up for this review. I can say I definitely recommend this airplane, especially if you're into vintage aircraft like I am. From what I've seen so far, I think I'll probably actually enjoy this airplane more than I do the 777 from PMDG. But then again, I like old airplanes, so. Alright folks, well I hope you have a good one. I hope you enjoyed the review. Please hit the like button and the subscribe button, and I hope everybody has a good one.